just to, like, you know, make sure that we have room between trees and that. And I just figure, like, it's just easier putting it here. So, but as I mentioned, the stonemason, and which is right here, and the sawmill, we've upgraded both. Both are at level 4 now, and moved them across the way here. We're actually going to extend this street a little bit here, moved it back there, so this way this will be a 4 wide street instead of 3. It's a little narrow in the old way, so this adds a little bit more space to it. And yeah, we're gonna have a courier's hut here, and then eventually we'll redo this house over here as well. But we did leave some room in the back here. We have all these about 1,000 beehives hanging out here, and we do have some room back here. So because we did put our guard tower here earlier, about a week ago or so. So there is still some room back here, and I'm not sure what we're going to do with this, if anything. I guess I would consider, if, I don't know, maybe down the road, but it's not something that is needed, like even remotely near term, is maybe putting another fisherman's hut over here, or putting a house further back here, or figuring something out just to develop it, because now that we have our tree farm over there, because again, our forester would come over here to cut down trees and that, so oftentimes you would see with these hives that they were just kind of like freestanding because they would cut down the trees. And it looks like there's actually a lot of bees, because I'm looking at a bunch of them are full of honey, so that'll come in handy shortly when we put in the beekeeper's hut there. But yeah, so let me continue going down the line here. You can see actually he planted some trees over here. I'll have to take some of these down. I tried to constrict him. I'm not sure if it worked, because he went up there and cut down a tree up there, but I tried to constrict him where he can only go from the back right corner back there all the way to the corner right over here. I'm not sure if it's working though, and it looks like he's actually going up. So I'm almost wondering if I think because he's trying to pathfind probably to another tree, and of course on our boulevard we have some trees, so just taking a quick look, yeah, he's going to cut those ones down. So yeah, I'll have to keep trying. I thought I did it right with the tool, but you know, I'm not sure now. So, but we did upgrade the mine as well, so to the new Caledonia style, and we maxed it out, so we're at level 5 here. And I was the most worried about this one, just because it doesn't exactly match up with where they start digging here. So let me just head down here, but it looks like he's done just a little bit. I'm not sure if he's tried to come over here. This is the old area here. I'm not actually sure how he would get down here, so he might have to take some of this up. But this is the old mine over here, and this is the new one over here. So it looks like he did just a little bit. He hasn't done too much. Whoa. Uh-oh. Well, that's not good. Should probably take care of that. Alright, let's maybe put a torch down there. And then here's, yeah, so still the old mine right there. But yeah, do I have... I do. Let me just put something just to light up down here. We don't need anyone exploding. So yeah, so I'll have to figure out, and hopefully he didn't die. I didn't get a notification, I don't believe. But yeah, so I was kind of nervous about this one. I think it's mostly worked out. I mean, the progress has been slow so far, and I'm sure it's just something that we'll have to see. Oh. Well, hello everyone, welcome in, happy Sunday. I hope everyone has been having a tremendous weekend so far, and thank you so much for spending part of it here hanging out tonight as we're back in our MineColonies world. And let me just turn down, music's a little loud, turn down the music, but I hope everyone's doing well, having a good weekend and that. And you know, a new episode just came out the other day on Saturday. I have to apologize because I noticed there was a small editing glitch when in the time lapse that I meant to take something out, but unfortunately usually I trim it out, but I forgot to do so. So my apologies about that. I'm not sure if I can go in and like take it out. It's not that big of a, I don't think it's that big of a deal, but you know, I always want it to look good, so my apologies for that. But yeah, so did a bunch of work since our last live stream earlier this week, or last week, I should say. I finished up the forester's hut and ended up taking down a bunch of stuff. And actually, I see him. I tried to use it with the build tool, but apparently he's still like coming out here to cut down trees, or he's going to the restaurant, I guess, there. But yeah, so I took down the old stonemason and the old lumber or sawmill, and we moved our tree farm over here. So let's head on down here. And hey, John, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, I got some stuff move around there, and in winter, coming in the spring. But yeah, how do you like losing an hour? I'm not a fan of it. Don't get me wrong, it's nice. It's nice, like gaining the extra hour like this weekend. And I know, like, obviously the next time around we're gonna lose an hour, but yeah, I remember a while back they were talking about making daylight savings time permanent. I kind of wish that they would do that. Like, I don't think there's much of a purpose for it anymore. I mean, you know, please correct me someone if I'm wrong. I know it used to be mostly for like farmers, and that, like, obviously at a time where there wasn't like electricity and light and that type thing, but now obviously like farmers have that technology now that they can, you know, work in the early hours of the morning. So I just feel like it's kind of like an outdated thing, and it's tough because, like, you know, especially like here, at least, like, it's gonna start getting dark at like 4:35, and you know, it's like exceptionally bright in the morning. And like I said, I have a lot of gripes about it there, but yeah, so I would prefer if they kept it, like, if they just kept daylight savings time like permanent, and that, like, even if they made this, he's obviously, like, in the winter it's still going to get dark a little bit earlier, just as the days shorten. But you know, like I said, now it's like, even today it was dark at 5:30, or before 5:30 today. I think it was dark around like 5:20 here today. So, but yeah, so any chance for a raid today? There is definitely a chance for a raid today. So I haven't had one in a couple days. Granted, I was only in this world a little bit longer, but from our last stream, as I was doing the work here, moving these two over. So these are all up to level 4 right here. We're going to put the rest of the wall around here too, and we're going to change out over here. I still have some openings. We're going to have to grab some dirt and that, and then yeah, we have a tree a tree just kind of floating around up here as well too. Looks like, yeah, you have trees. Yeah, it must be like too tall. It's weird that he left that, because again, I planted a couple different types, and let's see. Well, he did plant a jungle one. I made a massive jungle one, and he did take it down. And that, but I figured, like, we'll just keep the tree nursery over here. I think it's just, it's kind of fitting over here. But yeah, got the stonemason all up to level 4. We'll eventually upgrade to level 5. We were at level 3 still. And then the sawmill as well. And then currently I had, and it looks like she'll finish up, which is excellent. I'll have to check. She might need some light blue wool since we go through it so much there. But yeah, I had her rebuilding a courier's hut over here. So that was kind of like ongoing. So she was kind of stuck for a little while. Uh-oh. All right, let's run back up. Yeah, we're unfortunately in the middle of winter, so this area becomes very impossible to do anything down here in the winter because it's so cold. We'll go up this way. We'll warm up very quickly. Any more work on the bridge and the defenses for the bridge? Yeah, we'll come back to that. We'll probably come back to that like next week, I'm thinking, right around there. There's a few smaller projects I'm hoping to get done. We're pretty much done with the bridge. It's just about doing the stuff underneath the bridge, and we'll see how the golems work. You know, I'm hoping that the next raid we're gonna get is gonna come from that way, because it did work well against the Amazon raid, but the thing was that, like, only a couple of them like came up near the golems. The rest were kind of like in the water, so like it was just like me taking them out and that. But let me I'm just gonna get them started here. So we're gonna deconstruct and reconstruct our ore smelter and our stone smelter over here. Those are the two big things I'm hoping to start today. I'm changing the approach to the way that we do the schedule each week, because I think like this is taking a little bit more time than anticipated. There, we'll assign this over to Maddox. It's taking a little bit more time than anticipated, unfortunately. So I'm going to kind of go like a week approach. I'm going to set a bunch of goals, and then we're going to work on them as we can get to them. So that way we're not like, you know, if we don't finish something in a day. And that, because I've been doing some stuff off camera. I prefer to not do too much off camera, just because, you know, I'd rather stream it if I'm going to do some like substantial work. But I've done some stuff just to try to get like kind of caught up here. So like I said, we still have a bunch of buildings to like knock down and rebuild, but we'll get there too. New score for tonight, Cove 16-2. Oh, good. That's awesome, John. Congratulations. Yeah, 16 for the Cove, only 2 kills for the Raiders. That's not bad at all. That's really good. Like I said, especially because, you know, I know your colony is coming along now, so like, you know, obviously the raids are going to get like way more intense than that, so that's really good. We still lose a guard here every so often when there's like hand-to-hand combat, and that here. Does the restaurant have an assistant cook yet? Yes. So it's at level 4 right now. It was upgraded. Oh, we're downstairs. It's at level 4 right now, and I hired an assistant cook to make like golden apples and that, because when I find out, I'm like, oh yeah, that's right, that, you know, we would need the assistant cook to make golden apples and carrots and that. So yeah, we do have an assistant cook assigned over here there too. This week we're actually going to be doing the apiary, so my goal is to make sure that we have like a reliable honey source there. I mean, I don't think that we're having any issues with it, and actually we can go check the hospital. We're okay to kind of walk around up here, but it's like when we start to get down into that lower part, it's just like in the summer up here that it's hard to stay up here for like an extended amount of time. I think this area just gets so cold, or so warm in the summer, and then the area down there gets so cold in the winter that it makes it very difficult. Okay, let's see. Okay, so he's got 14 honey bottles, and then still enough kelp too. Got a stack of kelp. Dandelions he took. Yes, I'd like to get this up a little bit more if we could. Not here, so that's why with the apiary, because we did the... Oh, there's an Enderman in here. Alright, no one else is in here. Let's take a swig. The other thing that's going to have to be in our radar, which, you know, maybe next week, I think I'm just going to, for right now, keep trying to just take some stuff out, is that this other warehouse is like out of control filling up. I was moving some stuff around, and I'm having it where they're going to try to, I'm hoping to hold, and it looks like they're already doing it, hold more stuff out here. And that, because there's been like some supply chain things where, you know, part of it when I was finishing the work on the sawmill and the stonemason was that the coarse dirt was not being crafted, and I'm like, what's going on? Because we have gravel and I know we have dirt, and part of it was that I think this warehouse back up over here was causing some issues over getting them the materials that they need. So I set a minimum stock so that way they'll always have gravel and dirt, because again, that recipe comes up quite often. But there is a ridiculous amount of seeds in here. I can help if I can spell. 46,000 seeds. We were at 57. I've taken like a bunch out, and I figure maybe we should go get the truck, because I think I'm going to load some on and see if we can... I'm not even sure. I'll have to see, because I know I moved some down to the composters down there. Let's see over here, because I moved a ton over here as well. Okay, so she's worked through a bunch of them. Let's go ahead and give her some more. This is going to be a tough project just because, again, there's so much stuff in here, and we still have stuff in the warehouse. There, so I also need to empty out my own inventory. I got way too much stuff. They've just been accumulating more and more. But yeah, so just to keep that warehouse functional. There, and I've been noticing some hiccups too, where I feel like, you know, we have a bunch of sugarcane on our other warehouse, but I don't think it's making it when, like, you know, because I bring it from the auto farm over, and I don't think it's making it to the plantations over here. And that, because I know that they request from the nearest warehouse. I don't know, maybe, like I said, maybe I'm missing something, or like I'm just, you know, it's not happening fast enough and I'm getting impatient. But I wish there was like a little bit better integration between like the warehouses there, so that, like, for example, that they would like each building would check each warehouse instead of like look together, or like, you know, stuff could move between warehouses. I mean, maybe it does and I haven't noticed, but I haven't noticed that to date. I know that, like, obviously MineColonies didn't used to have the second warehouse. You had to change the config file to get it. But I think that would be great if there was like a little bit more integration between the two, because I mean, now that we have a level 5 that's like fully upgraded, I mean, it'll be a long time before it starts to like really fill up. But at the same time, you know, like I think having a second warehouse is kind of important or essential to have. We have 3 obviously, and I actually took the one assigned over there. I took away and I assigned over to the other warehouse. So that one, I'm just keeping that solely. It's like a personal warehouse. Because otherwise, when I set the stash box up by our wolf farm, what was going on was that he was the nearest warehouse, so then he was coming over, and like I said, I don't think that stuff was getting delivered to the... It wasn't getting delivered to the composter, so a bit of an issue. Because like I said, that's the whole point of like me moving the wool over, so that in part because obviously the colonists need wool too, but also because, like, for crafting, but also for composting, because again, like, you can use it for compost. There, but let me just drop a few more of these off over here. I wish we could set a minimum stock at this one too. I don't see a way. Oh, I should turn this down. Maybe that's why. Let me see. Do we have any room in the? So. Okay, so that's full up now. We'll leave the one open space there. Yeah, let's run back. We gotta get some water. Let's see. Can I just get some pond water? Okay, let's grab a little bit more. And see, we're not even cold up here. Like, it's snowing, but again, like, it doesn't get that cold up here, which is nice. Obviously, in the summer, though, it's a whole nother thing. Let's run back down. I don't know if we can make it down to the... Let's try to drive. But another thing we're going to be doing today, too, is just kind of fixing up some of the roads. It's going to be a little bit difficult because it's, like, snowing. But there is some changes that we need to make to the roads now to kind of fit it a little bit better, the changes that we've been making. Also, we're going to be doing the university and the town hall coming up soon, too. We're going to change both those styles over. So those are going to be 2 bigger ones. I'll probably keep the schedule light that week. Okay, we got some fixing up to do over here. Let's take a look. Oh, see, she's like... We go through so quick. Why don't we take the truck over and I'll put some in the stash box. So, let's see. Okay, so a few seeds, but not a lot. Okay, wish we had heat in the car. Let's, I'm gonna try to dump some stuff out of my inventory. There, but this has been like a very active winter. It snowed like every other day. It feels like it's sometimes multiple times a day. Like it'll stop and start too. Let me see. What can I dump? I can dump these two. There. This is the old one. We're probably actually just going to destroy those ones. I have a guard tower. I mean, I could probably get these magma blocks back. And, oh, the iron axe and the spruce fence. I picked those up probably when I was... Take the sapling. Let me see what else. That... Let's see, now that we have room... Wait, are these... Oh, wait, these are bricks, never mind. Actually, you know, we could probably put these in here for now. Bring them down. I couldn't need them just yet. Actually, I could probably get back some of that cobblestone, too. Here, let me just throw these in there. They're working in the snow. That's interesting. I've noticed very recently they haven't really been, like, some people run inside when it starts to snow, but I noticed that some of the workers in that have been working out in the snow. Okay, so I'll give them cobblestone. We're going to keep the asphalt and the... See. Red mushrooms I'll stick in here for right now. And actually these cable insulators have been in there for the longest time. You'll take the gunpowder out. Instant health. The saddle just in case. Oh, we could toss that out. Maybe toss these old shears out too. Let me top this up. Oh, dark oak lugs. We'll throw this in here. Nope, not that. No, I don't. Okay. I'll chuck the other two. Throw these in there. Oh, they have gunpowder too. Alright. We'll get started on what we're going to do as soon as the snow clears up, but as you see, it's like a little bit... It's difficult to... work out there. Keep that one. Take this one over. Probably picked it up from one of the... Actually, we'll donate both over. There, hold on to those. Oh, packed ice. I bought some of that. Too. For eventually when we do our skating rink. There, but good. But again, thanks so much everyone for hanging out tonight. Hope everyone's doing well. Here, sorry, we're a little bit of a slow start as we are waiting on... Toss that too. Oh, I picked the... I guess we'll hold on to those. So let me throw that. This is looking a lot better. We'll toss some of this stuff out. And actually, I'm just going to toss that out because that one's almost out of durability. Backup sword. Bring that out. For now, but I think... Okay, that looks a lot better. Now let's go ahead and purify. I'm actually kind of surprised because a lot of times... Let me turn the car off. That's like the car, but... Even when we're inside down here, a lot of times it feels like it gets like very... like cold in here too. I'll just filter the water down too. But yeah, so maybe what we'll do right away, just because I know that they're, just to make sure that the composters have enough, we'll just run across, take the truck with us, and like we'll put some stuff in the stash box. Alright. Hope it'll clear up soon. Let me throw this up, that. And, yeah. Actually, I'm just gonna get the birch logs back. I don't need those either. Those. And that's pretty much it. I'll try to run outside and see if we can toss these into the ocean. Nope. Probably the wall there. Oh, there we go. I think we got enough height on it. Okay, and cheers. Okay, good. I think we're all set. Oh, they're right there. That's okay, they'll despawn. We'll leave them for now. But good. Just hang out for a bit. Hopefully this will pass. I'm trying to think if there's anything else we can do to be productive while we're waiting. And just... Cool. Yeah, our couriers have been doing a lot better too. He's almost done. He's gonna be working on that. What a compost. Good. A lot better. It was like so cluttered. Glad we got a lot of it. Actually, we could probably even with the rail. Puzzle popping up. There's all the sugar cane too. Let me just push the car. Oh. Well, we're getting there with the building upgrade, with the building changeovers. I think we're making some good progress. Right, I'm gonna... Let me get a bunch of these out. Go drop that in the warehouse over here, or in the composter over here. They have enough, and they should have everything on, I believe. Yeah. Whoa. Oh, my bad. Clicked over. I moved the mouse too quick and it went on the other screen. Oops. There we go. Okay, inside. Grab these two. Okay. Actually, we may grab some more seeds and maybe move them over too. Oop. Just to get them out of the other warehouse. And so maybe we'll go fill up the truck. But let's take care of the sugar cane first. Alright, I'm gonna convert a bunch into paper for them. Because I know they're kind of low on paper, I believe, at the library and that, because I was going through and setting like minimum stocks and that again. And because I forgot to set so that they always have paper and books over there. Let me break all these down. Take all of that. And then I think we'll keep the... I think I have some paper. Grab this last little bit out of here. Good. Throw that and that into there. Good. Alright, so they have paper. And let's go grab some seeds from up top. And bring them down to the other area, and then we'll drop some maybe like in the warehouse over here. I don't know if anyone in chat has dual warehouses, but how do you find because if you have them on the opposite sides, obviously, like I think that a lot of these ones over here, because we have all the agricultural stuff lumped in over here. But it's also, it's like it's a pain because I feel like some of the stuff over here doesn't always get to the other side of the colony. It could be that they were overworked, and maybe that's why, because I noticed I only had 2 couriers assigned over here. And I think that was part of it, like why they were like overworked, and maybe that's why things weren't getting delivered. Yeah, we'll check and see how much they have. Work-wise, because I assigned 2 more couriers over, so we have about 5 and 4 right now. 5 at our other warehouse and 4 at this one. I think too, it's just been moving because like which has been great. You know, we no longer have a wheat shortage, not even close. Our farmers have been working massively overtime. I think that greenhouse has like made a significant difference because again, it's like we have a all year growing season now. I feel like our composters have been a lot more efficient too. I think the biggest holdup with that is that they're not always getting the materials, like these seeds, taken over to them. Because sometimes I come over here and like I notice that the composters are empty. Like they're empty and there's nothing in the buckets, and like they're waiting on a delivery, but the delivery hasn't come yet. Alright. We're also going to do, we're just going to throw like the wheat. I'll move some over to the other warehouse so that way there's like more compostable stuff. Oh, some of the flowers are making it over here. Once they pick these up. Bamboo. Wow, a lot of bamboo. Some deep slate. Interesting, they even got some. Interesting. Yeah, we're gonna get in. Oh. Got spazzed out for a second. Alright, so we'll just take whatever we can get here. Okay, close enough. Okay, how many? Well, got a few more. Every stack helps out here, so that way we make sure that this warehouse isn't continually getting full, at least for now. Because I've been getting that, like, that the warehouse is full, so... But no, it can't be the other one. The other one's still got a ton of space. Oh, rain. Okay, good. We're actually heading in the spring. That's perfect, because that way all the snow will go. Yeah, see how much stuff they have? It's actually, the list is down, though, from what it was before the list was, like, out of control. On both of them. Let's see. This one. Oh, this one's a lot better. Wow, okay. Awesome. Good, so that should hopefully help them clear up a little bit more. Clear up the backlog of that stuff and move stuff around more efficiently. And let's take a look and see what Emmy's waiting on, too. Raining now, so she might not be at her hut, but... Good, that means we're officially heading in the spring. Put that, drop some of these off. Very wet year. Oh, 0 frames per second. Alright, so we'll go right up to there. See what we can get this one. This one has a bunch of space. Alright, drop some of these off. Here, and then I think we can go... I haven't heard any thunder, so we can go across after we drop all the seeds off. Right, let me just top those up. Good. So now they have a full compostable inventory. The rest we'll just put in the warehouse over here. We have more than enough room. And that way they'll just, when they need it, they'll have some stuff there. And that's why I'm kind of doing, like, the big migration of stuff. So trying to clean out the wolf farm, just to make sure that there's always stuff for them to compost. Here, but this way they'll have enough seeds. Like I said, part of the issue is just because they... Like I said, I wish that stuff could be moved between the warehouses. like automatically or that. Okay. Now it's starting to melt. This is taking forever over here. Okay, almost empty. Sort. Great. We'll head across the way. Sorry if it's a little bit laggy here in the county. I've been noticing like the last couple days that it's been a little bit more laggy in here. And I think there's so much to render in here. Alright, so let's head across the way here. I think we still have some time before it gets dark. Why let the gate open? Oops. That would not be good. Alright, I guess let's start. Actually, you know what? Let me check the other ones, because I know some of them will pull up. Oh, I think we just fell into here. Grab some of the orange ones. Okay. Go back up. I'm feeling that MB's taking so long. Well, obviously it was raining and snowing, but we might have to get some. Like, unfortunately, that sheep died. There's not a lot left in there, so let's have to grab what we can. Drink up. Oh, he took it down already. Wow, that was quick. Moved quick. Alright, when we go back over, we'll get him started. Roll. We have a clock on me. I think it's like kind of dark. There. Just you and me today in the stream. I'm showing about, well, 7 people, I think, about right now, there as well. Here. So, you find a MineColonies map pack with the U-cars and planes in it, working on a MineColony in that map pack right now. Oh, that's great, John. That's very cool. One of the other things on that note, too, that we're going to do this week is that we're going to try to put a runway in by our iron farm over there so that we can start flying our cargo plane over there. We should probably check on that iron farm, because it might be kind of full by now. It's been a little while since we cleared it out there. And hey, Ben, welcome in. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. They're having a good weekend. Okay. Hopefully the rain will clear up soon, too. Again, it's just been a very wet... It was a wet winter and now a wet spring as well. Okay. Actually, this one probably won't have... more out. I've been noticing on YouTube, just as a side note, that I feel like the views over on the channel here are kind of like they come in like cycles, because you know, YouTube gives like an analytics type thing, so you can see like who's like the number of people who are checking out your videos and how long they're watching for. Not specific people, so I don't know who does like what, obviously. So, but it's I notice it seems to come in cycles. Right now is a little bit of a down cycle where we're not getting as many views, but then there's some where I'm getting like double, triple the amount of views that I'm getting now. So it's just kind of, I think, just a way that the algorithm kind of works. That I think of a lot of usually I get it around the time of a new video, which kind of makes sense, but then like sometimes I don't, and then but it happens like a couple days later. It's like a very bizarre thing. We have somewhere like right here. I think. Ooh, actually, that could be an issue for. Well, actually, they should. I could have swore we'll have to see if we taught someone the recipe to do that. Actually, we'll stop by the dyer's hut. Let's grab some more magenta wool. Me too. Doing well working in your colony at the moment. That's great. There, I saw the location. That's like it's a very great location over there. We got some flat land to work with, and that from the pictures over on the Discord I saw. Looking good though. Looking like you're off to a really good start there. And Night Coves, you have grown that county to reach the lost county that was 1,000 blocks away from your counties. Oh wow, you made a lot of progress. You've grown the county to reach. That's something. So you can kind of like, have you tried to incorporate the other one in? Can you incorporate the other one in? Like to it, I mean, I guess presumably it would. You could, like if your borders expanded out to there. That's cool. There. Hey, stay out of mind. Welcome in. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. What's up, nerds? Loving the progress. Glad to hear it. Yeah, I'm like very happy. I was saying earlier that I prefer not to do too much like stream off camera, because I figure like if I'm working on it, you know, it might as well be like, you know, on the stream. But I'm happy. I'm really happy with like the progress we've been making on getting this changeover to these other buildings. And again, like the colony has grown so much. We're just under, I think we're just about 80 citizens right now. Again, I did modify, I've been playing around a lot with the config file, but I did modify it so we could go like the absolute maximum of 500, which really for me, I think, you know, the test for like when we'll be done with this world will be at some point after we like reach the maximum limit that we can get. Here, I want to see how this goes, having this much. See if it's even playable if we're getting like 1 frame per second in the colony. And that getting a little bit of stutters tonight. Here I'm seeing it. Your colony now reaches the Lost County, and now I can use the Lost County's buildings now that I've removed the Lost County Town Hall block. Oh, that's really cool. So you can kind of like incorporate those in too. You said it grew like 1,000. You grew it out like 1,000 blocks. Like that's impressive. So, oops, excuse me, sir. Everything's out of there. Grab these out. Okay, look at these here. Great location, small issue where I wanted the town hall. I lost about 1/3 of the county space between where the challenging but fun. Yeah, you know, I didn't play it that much pre 118, so you know I pretty much did it on 118. So like obviously the terrain generation changed so much, and when the 1.18 update came out, So it was one of those things that, like, feels like it's getting dark. That, like, I didn't get to see, like, what it was like, because obviously with the terrain now it's a lot more hilly and everything, so it requires really, like, a lot of work to, like, kind of terraform it out, especially in the beginning. And then, I mean, we're still terraforming in this colony, like the back wall and that, to try to create more flat land. And that, but that's why we kind of did, like, the tiered approach, where we have, like, this tier down here, and then we have the tier up there as well. Oh, there goes the rain. There. Yeah, then you start a second colony in the same world, double speed with first colony. Yeah, leave this one and move to the second one. I've actually considered that, like, going across. There's another really cool area in the northwest over there that it's, like, it's pretty cool because it's got the cherry blossom trees from one of the mods. It's got that in there, and then there is, like, an abandoned colony over there, but there's also a huge village, like a huge village over there too. So yeah, like, I would definitely be open to, like, going over, like, in that direction and doing something over there. But good. I think that maybe we should, let's see if we can, well, I have to get some dye. Well, actually, hang on, a couple things. Let me head over to the dyer's hut, because I think they'll make the wool. There. But I think the next time, like, we could definitely, like, it feels like we could definitely, like, speed run it. Now, a lot of times, you know, like, the progress slows up a little bit just because you know, I do one episode a week, so obviously in the episodes I usually do the new builds in there, so, you know, I've been doing just about one a week. Alright, let's teach. We teach that first from some. Red's another one too. Green. Man, let me make gray too. I hope we needed that much purple. We'll add some of these in. Probably run out of recipes. This one I need to get, like, a silk touch pickaxe, because we need, like, some ores. I think this is the one. Also the nether miner, we need that for too. And that it works, takes a minute to figure out. Gotcha. No, that'd be, like, a cool challenge to do. I was trying to think for the next one. Good enough. Let me see. This was, oh yeah, the redstone ore. That's what the holdup was. Coal ore, lapis lazuli ore. Because the issue is, because they take it right away over to the ore smelter. Oh, we have to go get that going. Let's head over there. Let's see. I don't know if that's what's holding up Emmy, because she's kind of been stuck for a little bit. We'll go check on her. But yeah, obviously the benefits of doing it in the same world and starting over, you know, like, we already beat the Ender Dragon, and we already, you know, we've been into the Nether, the End, we have an Elytra. You know, obviously if we started a new world, we'd have to do all of that all over again. Oh. Oh yeah. Park right here. We gotta fix this street up, so we're gonna work on doing that. Let me get this. Pick up. It's here. Move these down. All right. Switch over to Caledonia. And let me see, I think, there we go, smeltery. Oh, too high probably. Okay, there we go. This the front? I'm guessing that's the front. Yeah, okay. Okay, so let's match this up right next door here and bring it up a little bit. Oh. Good, have them lined up right next to each other. Good. It's down. Good. This way we have a little bit more room in the back here so we can fix this up a little bit with these overhangs and that here. Okay. Awesome. Drop that down. And where is it? There it is. So Maddox will have him upgrade this right away too, so good. Yeah, plus when you need just a few RSS for your build, you can borrow from the... Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's, you know, that's the other thing too. We could just run back here and grab a little bit more stuff too. I'd definitely be open to that down the road. I think when we, like I said, when we max this out and we kind of do all the stuff we want to do, you know, like that's when we'll, I think, like move on. And like I said, maybe we'll try to do a different challenge or something, you know, like do a, you know, do like a mine in the, or a colony in the nether or something. Just to change it up a little bit. Alright, so let's take these out. These up. Must have been the bad weather because I'm looking in the frame rate. Actually, let's just take this up completely. Frame rate got a little bit better. Oh, he's trying to... Okay. Alright, on that note, let's back this up. Actually, we could try to fix up this area a little bit. Let's do that now that the snow melted. There. And like I said, I changed the road around too, so I feel like this works out a lot better than the way that it was. Having this here. We'll have to fill this in too. Okay, let's go ahead. Let's take care of... Let's try to do some work over here now. Keep watching, Manic. Video series idea. If you have RSS rolling, you could do multiple colonies and highlight each build type. Very interesting, like a mini series along with the build. That's actually, that's a really good idea. Highlight each building type. I think we could definitely do that there, especially because, so right now, so here's, okay, so we have, including this week, we have about 10 buildings left. Which is crazy to think about. Like, we're basically almost there. We're coming up on, like, some of the more, like, luxury building type things. I mean, I guess, like, a bakery and that, but the graveyard and alchemist tower, and there's a bunch of stuff that we still need to build too, but, like, we're coming up to the end, so I've been thinking about that a little bit, like, okay, like, what are we gonna do for episode ideas after? And, like, I already know at some point I'm gonna do just my thoughts on, like, starting out, and then, like, kind of talk about things that I would do differently the second time around from the first time. There's a bunch of stuff I would do different this time around than I did the last time. there's a lot of stuff I would do different. So I thought about doing like a video for like that, and then, you know, from there, because I know, so I have a lot of people, because I've seen the like comments, like people who will like, they watch the video series, but you know, they might not be able to make the live stream, or you know, like obviously there's a lot of live streams, so that would be a lot of stuff to like watch there. So that's why I always try to give an update about like what we're like, what's been going on in the first part of the video, because I've seen some people say that like, oh, like I can't watch the live streams, and that they appreciate the video, or like the update in the video, and that, so that's kind of why I do that, because I know like obviously, you know, people have stuff to do, so but that way, because if you can't make the live streams, then you know, it's kind of like what's going on in our world here, like what's different over the past week. And that, because obviously I couldn't fit everything into an episode. There. Rebuilding the rail system. Yeah, I might leave it up for now, and then like when we do the subway project, which it's coming, I think the holdup right now is like I'm hoping to get a little bit further along, just so we can have like the buildings reset, so we kind of have like the roads in the places, because again, the rail systems are going to run underneath, I think, the roads. So I kind of want to get the like, make sure we have like all the streets lined up and everything before we start that project. There, I left the other rail system in just because that is like highly used. I mean, this one is too. I mean, I guess we could maybe put it back down just to try to help out a little bit, so that they're moving somewhat faster. Should take these up. And let's go in here. Let's see, am I gonna flood this? Yes, if I take that out. There. Okay, good. People starting MineColonies have to big things. They search for a building type and county layout. You could use multiple counties to make highlight videos. No, I think that's an excellent, I really do. I think that's an excellent idea. So what I was saying earlier, and then I think I forgot what distracted me, but like, something I've noticed is that like for a while, like on the channel, we were getting pretty good growth on the channel. You know, right now, like you've probably seen like on the bottom where I have like the subscriber goal that you know, we've been kind of stagnant a little bit the last couple weeks. There was a period of time a few weeks ago, like for about like, well, a month, that's really like, it sticks out in my mind, that I was getting about 2,000 or 3,000 views a day. So like I'm sure, like obviously for some like YouTubers that's not a lot, but you know, for me obviously that is. But and like we were averaging about 4 new subscribers a day. But I've noticed recently, unfortunately, it seems to have slowed down a little bit. I'm like, I don't know if people are kind of losing interest in like the content I'm putting out, or like what it is. So I've been trying to brainstorm a little bit, because you know, I do this for fun, not for money and that, but if we could get monetized, I think there's certain things we could do, you know, to make the streams like more fun. Like I could invest the money back into the channel and that, but you know, we'd have to, for me to be able to get the ad revenue from YouTube, I'd have to hit 1,000 subscribers, which I've actually hit 3 out of the 4 categories right now to become a YouTube partner. We just have to get the 1,000 subscribers. That's like the last milestone. So didn't want to watch when I had the loud music. Yeah, and it's one of those, I have to remember, sometimes I forget to turn that down. So I've been trying to remember. It's something I do, because unfortunately, one of the things that's like, I think it's like with the Streamlabs update. So I use Pretzel Rocks for like the music in the stream. Hopefully it's not too loud right now. I turned it down. Let me know if it is, and I can turn it down even longer or even lower, because Pretzel Rocks is weird because I have it at like 15% and it's still like, I feel like kind of loud there. But yeah, for some reason it doesn't save my setting every time I close out Streamlabs. So then like sometimes I try to remember to go in and turn the volume down on it before and that. But no, I appreciate it, because the other thing too I meant to ask, I asked on the Discord, how does it sound right now? Because in the last video I heard some crackling sound. Actually, is there a bee in here? There might be. I want to try something. Okay, so we do need to silk touch it. See, even more of a reason to get a silk touch. I wanted to see, or should I use a different tool for that? Because I haven't played around with the beehives too much, so I wasn't sure if that was something that, like, we could just break it, or if we had to silk touch it. But we have so many hives, so like it's okay. Like that one got destroyed. We have a bunch still. But no, I definitely appreciate it. But like I said about the microphone, let me know if you hear any crackling or anything. It could have just been that it recorded weird. And that because I did record it after one of the live streams, so like sometimes it gets kind of weird where you have to close it out and come back in, and that, because otherwise like you start getting like some weird bugs, and that I've noticed, like if you go from not being live to recording. There, but yeah, let me know. Well, first off, if the music's still too loud. If it is, I'll definitely turn it down even further and make a note of that going forward too. It's good now. Sounds good to you, but you're not an audio guy, not even a soundbar on the TV. Oh, really? Yeah, I mean, like obviously, like the microphone that I have right here, like a small, you can see it. It's like a really small microphone. It's not like nothing expensive. Obviously, it's more of a budget one. You know, most of the equipment outside my PC is kind of like budget stuff there, but it mostly gets the job done. I was just wondering about the sound thing. But yeah, I mean, I've been trying to think of ways to help with like channel growth, and that, like, I'm thinking about, because I think part of the issue is that, again, a lot of the earlier videos, which I'm not going to relabel them 119 if they're like filmed when there was 118, because that's misleading. But I'm thinking about maybe changing my title, or doing so like there's maybe more buzzwords or something in there. And then like just taking out what version of Minecraft it is, but I'll leave like a note about that in the description of the videos, because I think that might be, because again, like obviously there might not be as much searching anymore for 118, because, you know, now we're on 119, so that's something to keep in mind. Or something I'm like considering doing too, because again, like if eventually we could get monetized, that would go a long way, because then there are like definitely a bunch of things I'd like to do to improve the channel in that. So well, like I said, we'll keep our fingers crossed. I just have a lot of fun doing it. You know, again, like I have a career outside of here, and like I can't really envision a scenario of me like, you know, like quitting that career. So it's not so much like I'm trying to make this into a full-time gig for me. Like it's more about like you know, for fun, because like I said, I learned so much from everyone here. And it's cool because, you know, again, like I feel like there's not a ton of content on this out here. Like for MineColonies, I know some other creators, do it as well, or they have series too. But I feel like there's not like a lot out there. there. But if there's anything else that, like, you know, I'm always open to suggestions, you know, DM me on the Discord, or, you know, that, of things that maybe I could do to make the channel, like, a little bit better, a little bit more entertaining, too. Like, things like that, stuff you guys like to see, because we can try to accomplish this. So, I need to, on that note about shorts, yeah, you have a whole colony worth of content. So, I think the thing is, so the mistake that I made, because I know that the algorithm kind of favors those creators who use YouTube Shorts. I think because, obviously I don't film, like, from my phone. So, like, I'd have to, there's, like, a weird, and I haven't figured out how to do it. I mean, I'll have to look a little bit more into it. But I know there's a way to convert, like, the video, like, you know, like, where I could record it on the computer, and then, like, you have to narrow it down, like, it's got to be under 60 seconds, and there's, like, a whole bunch of things with it. But, you know, I know there's a way to do it, and I should probably start try to make more shorts. I did, like, a few short updates, but I'm gonna have to try to, like, you know, figure out how to do that with shorts, because there's a lot of stuff I can do, like, even just, like, there's a million shorts thing. If I'm doing anything in the world outside of, like, the stream, I can post, like, a very small, like, a quick update, like, oh, hey, working on this, or doing this, and that. It's only 60 seconds, so. But I know that's something that can help, there, too. Like I said, I even went with, like, a multi-stream approach right now, just to try to, like, you know, hit on a couple different platforms, and because the main one that I'm on, the main one is YouTube. Like, I've streamed the Twitch before, like, when I first started this channel, before I started the MineColonies series. Like, I did, like, a survival world. Not much interest in it, I think, because that market's kind of overplayed on YouTube. Like, obviously, like, there's a lot of different creators that have survival Minecraft worlds, hardcore Minecraft worlds, some Skyblock. So, like, those categories are kind of, like, already full up with, like, great content creators and that. But I've noticed, like, the reason I picked MineColonies to be the thing that we focus on is because I feel like there isn't a ton of creators that do stuff with it. Like, obviously there are some Sinjin and that do you know, other, or do MineColonies, but you know, there's not a lot out there, so I feel like it's a good way to, it's like a good market, because we're kind of cornering something that there's not much out there. And I think it's one of those things, like, especially early on, like, you know, like, obviously the wiki has a ton of information in it, but I felt like it, you know, kind of having like a walkthrough, like someone kind of explain it out, and that, like, helps a little bit. So that's why it's kind of like a tutorial a little bit there. Like, I reference back to the wiki a lot, because the wiki's a great resource, but I think it's just cool to kind of get a gauge, because, again, like, the wiki doesn't, like, obviously for different styles, and that kind of comes in the, like, stay out of mind's idea about doing the different styles, because the wiki unfortunately doesn't tell you, like, the resources that you need. So especially early on, like, you know, like, when right now we're in a different spot where it's just like we have unlimited resources in, like, most things now. Like, even diamonds, like, we have a ton of diamonds in that now too, wheat and that. So, like, building isn't as much of an issue anymore, because we already have a lot of the resources that we need. But, you know, early on, like, it's one of those things that I wish there had been some video series out there to be like, oh, well, this is how you, or, like, this is what you're going to need if you do this style of build or that too. Canva will do it for free. I can help you figure that out. Raghammer on the Discord. Thank you. I'll message you over there, because I know there's a way, and, like, I thought I did it the one time, but I I don't think I did. So, like I said, I could definitely, you know, there's a ton of stuff I could do here, because I try to, so, because obviously we try to do 3 live streams a week, and on top of that, knock some of this stuff down. 3 live streams a week in a video, so it's like a total of 4 uploads. And then you've probably seen that I've started using the community tab more. We got access to that a little while back, And I think they're opening it up to most content creators now, so I don't think it was any kind of milestone thing or that. I mean, it seemed to happen after we got like over 500 subscribers. It seemed to like open that up, because that's around the time I noticed that the community tab came about for our channel. But I try to do that too, just to like, you know, draw in, so like at least something like there's some kind of interaction going on with the channel. And that's why I always say, and again, I'm sorry, I know I'm talking about this a lot tonight, but it that's why I like I've had people ask before, you know, about like, can I drop a tip or something like that. I'm very appreciative of that. The best way to support it though is always like dropping a like on the stream. If you do enjoy it, or a dislike actually helps just as much as a like, believe it or not, from what I've heard. Oh yeah, we'll fill this back in here. Which is weird if you think about it, but it's just because it's like an interaction with your... It's an interaction with your, like, video, so it's very bizarre to think about, right? Because you think, like, a dislike would, like, you know, hurt you and that, but apparently it doesn't. There, so... But yeah, so, like, a like, you know, a like, and if you're not subscribed, like, that's another great way, because, again, like... Likes will count as, like, interactions on the video, and that way, like, it forces, like, the algorithm to kind of recommend the channel, or, like, it pops up videos. Because I've done that before, so, like, we do appear on the list for MineColonies. If you, like, I logged out of YouTube, and I cleared out, like, my history and my cookies and everything, because I was curious to see, like, if I logged out and I just typed in MineColonies, like, do we come up, like, on that list? And we do. We're down there, like, we're a little ways down the list, obviously, because there's some bigger creators that are at the top of the list, and rightfully so. Obviously, like, you know, they have earned that right to be up at the top of the list. But it's one of those things that, like I said, like, we're a little ways down there. So, but that'll help. It'll help the algorithm, with the algorithm to, if you drop a like or I hate to ask too, because I know, like, there's a lot of people out there that, like, they always, like, they're always about, like, you know, they're talking about liking and subscribing all the time. And that, and, like, I get it, because that's, like, they call it, like, a call to action type thing. There. That, another idea would be to start a closed community server. Got a few of us Discord guys that will play every day. Could be a cool series to have a whole world build in each different style. Yeah, that, so I have considered doing that. The talent is here. Well, thank you. I really appreciate that. I feel like I've come a long way with this. I'm not perfect still, like, not even close to perfect. There's a lot of stuff I know I can improve upon. I've tried to work on it, because I know at the beginning I used to do a lot of and, you know, that. So I've been trying to work on that to make sure, because, again, like, when I look at it too, I'm like, well, that would not be a pleasant thing, you know, if the person keeps, you know, saying or they make some noise that's kind of distracting. So I've been trying to work on that a little bit, because, again, like, I don't come from like a you know, any type of digital media arts background or broadcasting or any, you know, anything that would kind of like be like relevant experience for like this, other than just like me having played Minecraft or video games in the past. So, like, a lot of it, I feel like the series, like, I've come a long way myself, and that I'm hoping anyways that the videos have gotten better, the live streams have gotten better, it's gotten more interesting, and that along the way. You would pitch in on that cost. Yeah, so I did. I don't know if you saw the other day, I posted a question about that. So part of it was fishing to see what people would think. So I asked if there would be any interest in a server there. And like, the reason I brought that up was because I thought about, because obviously there's a cost associated with it. You know, we'd have to get a server, and it's also a time commitment too, because then, like, I also have to moderate that server in that as well. But I thought about one of the things I thought about just to get some revenue coming in to try to like help out with the channel, and that was to start a Patreon or something like that, and then like have like the option, like, you know, as part of like a thing for that, like a very small thing. I wouldn't be asking like a lot, because you know, like I don't want to gouge, or I don't want to, you know, just be like, oh, this much money, but just enough to help cover the cost of the server, and then for me to be able to invest in the channel a little bit more. So I have thought about doing that. I've considered it. I'm not sure where I come down on it yet. There, I think I'd have to know how much interest there was. So the poll was kind of split. A couple no's and some not sure, depending upon the price, because you know, there would have to be some kind of fee like for that, because again, like I'm not even sure how big of a server, like how much you would have to get, because I've looked up, one of the ones I looked up at just out of curiosity was Apex Hosting. I've heard that in other YouTube videos before, so their marketing has worked. I went and checked them out, and you know, obviously they offer by RAM size how much space you can, or how much space we can have. And I'm like, I think like, you know, we would probably need a couple gigabytes. I mean, 4 minimum, even maybe like a little bit more, so just to like, you know, accommodate a bunch of people on there. I mean, I'd have to guess it would probably maybe even be like 8 or something like that. I don't know about initially, but it would probably get to that, so we have to cover the cost of that. Yeah, could have trade routes and roads in between, maybe even allies and enemies. Yeah, that would be cool. Like I kind of, yeah, I don't know if anyone follows, but I know another another content creator I follow. I'll plug him. Pixel Riffs. He is, well, he's from the UK, and he does the Minecraft Survival Guide, which he actually taught me. I learned a lot from him about, like, from his videos about Minecraft. And I know he's on like the Empire server right now, so they kind of have that situation going on, which I follow loosely, but that they have like enemies and allies and that between their different, obviously it's like regular survival Minecraft, but like, you know, enemies and that between the different like towns and that. You voted yes, depending on the cost I used to pay for Realm, so nothing new. Yeah, and I mean, like, part of it would be like, you know, it's not so much me trying to like make money off of it, it's just, you know, the upkeep of the server and whatnot. Like, that's what that would have to be. So when I was thinking about a fee, like, I mean, I don't know what I would, I honestly, like, I'd have to research it a little bit more. It's not going to be something, it wouldn't be something ridiculous, so where I'd be like $10 a month, like, that's, you know, that's not proportional. So like the one thing I never want to do is like gouge anyone like out of money or something, or try to, you know, demand someone paid like something that it's not, you know, if it's not worth that price. So I'd have to do a little bit more research though to see like where we would need to come down on that. There. You're watching that now, also loving the crossover. Yeah, because they have, the Empire server has like a ton of like talented Minecraft content creators on there. It's very interesting to watch. Like I said, I highly recommend it. I followed loosely. Again, like I mostly follow like Pixel Riffs like on there. I've watched some of False Symmetry. She's very good as well. There, she's I think she's a good builder. There. Oh, we're out of those. Okay. Let's fill this in at least. Wow, we came pretty far down though. That's good. Actually, the shovel, we're gonna have to. I'll have to go for the XP farm and grind some XP. Got a lot more dirt though. That's good. Not that much further to go, a little ways down. We're actually coming up to the wall over there, too. There, but yeah, the Empire one is like a very interesting series. I'm always amazed what people can do, because I think, like, the nice thing about MineColonies, because again, like, a lot of it is, like, pre-made. Like, I think for me, I'm not the most creative person. And I think a lot of it's just like, you know, I second guess kind of like something that I'm doing in that regard. So I'm like, oh, does this kind of like, does this work, or is this just stupid, or like what is the thing? So I've been trying to work on that too to make sure I'm not like overthinking it. But yeah, like a lot of those, I look at those builds and I'm like, wow, which is why I always say too, like, not to compare obviously yourself to like them, because they, you know, they've been doing this for a long time, and you know, that takes a lot and a lot of time too, to build those, like some of those builds that they do there. The server would be 20-ish a month. If I were you, I would start it closed for free, gain interest, and go Patreon. No, I mean, I honestly appreciate it, because I've been trying to rack my brain about it for like the last few days. Like, I've been trying to figure out, I'm like I feel like growth is stagnating, so like you know, what can I do to try to like draw more interest in it? So I'm trying to think of stuff like, what can I do differently, what can I do better, what should I stop doing, what should I start doing, like that type thing. So I've been thinking about that a lot recently. Too. And like I said, I try to make the videos, like I try to make them as interesting, because like one of the things originally that like I always like, I have to keep this in mind, is like, you know, you don't have to, like not everything that's done like around the time of filming the episode needs to be shown like there. So like obviously, like you notice that a lot of times when I do the time lapse, which the time lapses aren't perfect, and the reason they're not perfect is because I guess there used to be a replay mod, because when I first looked at it, I'm like, oh, that would be really cool, but it's never been updated for Forge past 1.16.5, I believe. I think that was the last time the replay mod was usable, because there was like a conversion over to the Fabric mod. So like, I know some other content creators with their time lapses, they use the replay mod, which it looks great, because again, like you can get some great angles, and you know, I don't have to do it. So like, again, I have to use it from my player one here, and that's why they kind of look weird sometimes, because sometimes if I have to cut out because it gets dark or something, like while I'm waiting for the build to be done and that. But I want to show how they're built, just because like I think it just kind of gives like it kind of gives a perspective about how long it takes in that. So, but I wish that was something that I should probably be careful here, not to, I don't want to break the shovel. Alright, I think it's gonna get dark anyways. Yeah, I'll have to request some more stone bricks. Alright, let's find out what's going on with her ground carpet. Alright, how's Maddox doing? Oh, we can help him out with the lava buckets. We'll drop those into the... He's got like everything else though. Okay, that's not bad. There. A bit crazy right now with Hermitcraft going through the Rift of Pixels copper weathering machine. Yeah, you know, I saw that. I thought that was like really cool, because again, like for me, like I said, like I've never, you know, like even now, like I've never really used copper, to be honest, like on Minecraft. Like you know, like it's a cool thing when it ages. Like I think it looks great in that. I did see that video. I did see that video of his copper aging machine and that. But I think it's something, you know, like if we do any builds ourselves on here that aren't like, you know, kind of the MineColonies one, like I would definitely look at that going all the way down. You know, I would try to incorporate more copper into like our builds in our world, in that. Oh, we have to go grab the fence, because I think it looks very cool, but it's just something, like I said, I've never really used that much of. I've been meaning to put like lightning rods up around here just in case. Oh, is that what she's been? Oak planks, blue cobblestone, extra. Okay. Actually, let's go try to... Let's run down... I'll park the car and we'll run down the hill. That's right, because I tried to transfer as many recipes over that I could think of, but I must have missed that one, so that's what she's held up on. So let's park this, and then let's run down and eat. that before it gets dark there. It's hard too because tension is interesting invader starvation mobs. As the colony matures, the tension goes away because you have no threats. Yeah, that's the thing, because like I really feel like now we're at a point, like we're here. We're at a point now where it's just like, we're never going to have starvation. Like, luckily through the series, we've been lucky. We haven't had starvation at all. And I think, like, the proper planning before, I'm happy we put in like a manual, like, you know, animal farm and a regular farm, like, you know, ourselves, and that we were kind of maintaining it, growing wheat and stacking some wheat and, you know, having enough cows and everything so that we could feed people. I mean, we came close with, like, you know, like, okay, well, like, rationing a little bit, but we never had an issue where we were out of food. And that, despite the seasons obviously make things a lot more difficult. All right, let's see if I can remember. I always do that. I hate the architect's cutter. I always do it wrong. Alright, let's see if this matches up. But yeah, we're kind of at that point now where it's like we can handle invaders. Nope. Alright, was this one? I think I wanted oak planks underneath. Yep, supported by, there we go, teach. And we also just put spruce as well, so we'll teach that as well. Okay, so hopefully that'll help out there. Obviously blue cobblestone extras used a lot here. No, but yeah, the at this point too, because like now that I feel like the key is really, oh good, okay, that works. I feel like once we got the wall up, like that was a game changer for us. Like granted, we still have had like attacks within the colony, but like a lot of times it slows them up enough that like we're able to respond before it gets to that. We have the cobblestone and the gravel in there too. Alright, brick slab. Let's request 300. And let's see, we're running kind of low on asphalt, but we have more that we could do to try to fix up the road. Let's hang out here for a bit. But yeah, no, I appreciate everyone's feedback on it. Sorry, I know I'm talking a lot tonight about like channel growth and that, but it's something that's just been on my mind just because like I feel like it's been a little stagnant recently. So I think for me, and like ultimately it falls on me that I need to figure out ways to you know, kind of market the channel a little bit more, because again, I'm not one of those like people, and I think you know, everyone probably notices, and that I'm not one of those that's really like, I don't like going and asking for things. So like for me, like I never want to be rude and like, for example, go post on like for example someone else's page and be like, oh, come check out my thing, because it's just like, you know, that's their community or that. But then like there's other instances, like for example on the MineColonies like wiki, where I'm like, you know, like I don't want to just go on there and be like, oh, I'm a content creator who focuses on this mod, come check out my videos, because again, like I don't know if the devs would, like, you know, they would not like that, or like someone promoting themselves on their Discord or their community and that. So I don't want to be rude and do that. I mean, I've tried to be a little subtle about it and like plug it. I've asked questions on there before, like, oh, well, you know, like last week on stream, you know, this happened, like, does anyone know, like, whatever, from there. So I try to be a little bit more subtle, where it's like I'm asking a legitimate question, or I'm giving some kind of constructive thought, but then kind of plugging that like we're streaming it here as well too. So let's just hang out a second. Maybe we could fill this up and purify it while we're waiting. But yeah, maybe I should open up something on the Discord for like suggestions on, I have one for like stream suggestions and that, but maybe you know, community growth and that. Like a server is a good idea for that, like a closed server that we could let some people on. And that I think, like I said, my biggest holdup on that would just be like, you know, making sure everything runs smoothly and that. Because I know it's a little bit of a commitment running a server. And that, but it's definitely a good idea. But yeah, I've kind of plugged that, and like I said, like I'll be posting more polls, because again, if you see polls like that where I'm just like I'm asking about like, oh, like interest in a server or something like that, that's just me trying to gauge interest about that's just me trying to gauge interest on, like, you know, if there's people out there that would want to like join a server or something there. All right, we'll hang on and see if we can get the all clear. We'll go in the morning and we'll throw some lava buckets into the stash box over by our lava farm. Maybe we can clear that out very quickly too. And we still have... Okay, we have a decent amount of asphalt. Oh, do I have black wool in my... I do. Grab that out. Or deep slate bricks. And we'll leave the other stuff in there. Actually, I'll bring these down too. Go the wool. Into there. And let's throw these into there for now. Alright, we'll hold everything else. Okay. There we go. That way we can get through the bad weather too. Okay. That's good there. Let's run over... Take our smaller one. Let's just fuel this up very quickly, too. Oh. We should check on the... Actually, we should check on that. It's been a little while since I checked. I mean, I haven't really, like, flown the plane or anything, because the plane is a big fuel guzzler, but I haven't really flown the plane or that much recently, so it's been a little bit since, like, we really had to refill it. I mean, the few times when I was doing, like, when I was trying to find things on the map and I was having to, like, fly, like, long distances in order to find them, like, we were burning through a lot of fuel. But that was, again, just because there was, like, like, I just needed to cover a lot of ground. And I think you only needed 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're down here. Let's just empty this out. Again, now that we're not really using lava, or like we don't really need to do too much of it. This helped for a while though. Again, when we were running kind of low on wood and other things, like it was a saver there. But it's good just in case we have to do a large amount of smelting. So good. So they'll have that. Okay. Come down this way. Something that... Whoa. Ran right out. Actually, what we can do... This is perfect right here. We can take up... we can move this over. So let's take this up. Expand this road out a little bit. And also just out of curiosity, I mean, do you guys, because obviously you're like, I feel like you're probably definitely here, like, you know, for MineColonies and that, but if we did other stuff, like, you know, if we went exploring in the end or that, like, would there be an interest in that, you know, or is that something, because again, like, I know a lot of people do that. I haven't done a lot of that, like, I've done a lot of stuff in the colony on streams just because there's, like, so much to do, but, you know, is it something that you guys would want more, like, exploring or more, like, stuff like that, just kind of, like, going out of the colony and doing stuff outside, or doing more, like different types of, like, auto farms and stuff like that? I don't know if there's, like, an interest in that, or if people are just, like, good with me kind of doing the stuff I've been doing around the colony. Because, again, this really helps a lot, because it keeps things flowing, so that, you know, projects like this, because it allows me to kind of, like, just talk to Chad and, like, hang out, and this isn't too, like, taxing. And that, but also important to get the road done. So we have roads around our colony. Oh, let's see, I think the other shovel... Yeah, okay, so we'll just have to do it by hand, unfortunately. For now. Take this all the way down. Yep. Alright, I guess let's move these back. Although, maybe I can just take these out, because we're going to redo this house over here anyways soon. So that reference to the house that we're going to be rebuilding, it's this house right here. Just to kind of, like, we're going to bring it up another level. Left their door open. Let's see, I'll put... We'll just do this for now. Okay. We'll take this all the way down. We gotta start running the road down this way, too. We have a bunch more to do on the road, so we'll probably try to do, like, a bunch of that. I see it as, like, we should get the roads in before we do the subway system, so we will do a subway system. I think it's just, you know, let's get the roads, the sidewalks in place, so that way we know where to put our entrances and that there, too. You're exploring building farms. You have I have built a large mob farm, iron farms. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, because we do have the iron farm. I felt like that was kind of necessary just because, like, we do go through... Now iron's not so much of a thing. At the beginning, though, like, we really needed iron. Like, we were always, like, we were short on iron and that, so that always helped. Over here, we have to move these back, but let me just... It's going down here. Too, but there's definitely other ones, like, you know, there's, like, other farms, too, that I think would be cool to, like, kind of do, like, a gold farm. And that would be cool to do in the nether, too. When you played multiplayer on Realms, I was one who ran off on spawning in a new world and ran several thousand blocks and reporting back your finds and that. Yeah, I was going to say, and that's, like, a useful thing to have, because that way people kind of know, like, what's around them. And that. We got lucky. I think we got lucky, because, again, I didn't have to spend much time looking for this area. And, like, this area wasn't perfect, but, again, like, down in this area over here, we haven't done a lot of terraforming. We've done some over here, but, like, it was, like, a manageable amount. So we ended up, like, kind of lucky, because, like, we had some flat land. We had some flat land. Are we missing? Here. that there. Okay. We had a lot of flat land, so I really didn't have to look that much. Like, we spawned... it's hard to see on this new map, but, like, on the bottom left screen, just past that little mountain area, like, we spawned right over there, so we're not too far from our original spawn point in that, and, I felt like this was a good place just because we had, like, the barrier of the ocean on one side, and there's water on either side of this area, so it's, like, it slows them down enough, especially at the beginning, when, like, we didn't have any walls up, like, it slowed them down, a lot, which was good, because then it gave us some time to, like, respond. There. But, okay, we'll at least put some of the road in now. We'll go check and see if we have any more of the... bricks, if they put any slabs in there. So, on your mods world, you're now exploring or running a bunch of mods that add new structures to explore. Yeah, you know, I've seen some of those mobs or some of those packs, excuse me, before that they have it where they add like new structures in, and that there is something, you know, so to the south, it's a little bit further down in the south, like beyond the mini map. There is a pillager outpost down there. We've gone past it before. You know, I think that would be a cool thing to do on one of the streams. And then, like, I think I found a woodland mansion, too, like, way over in that direction. I'd have to do a flyover again to find the exact... I didn't mark it at the time, but, you know, that might be kind of cool to go clear one of those out. Too. Like, that could be a cool thing, I think, to do on stream. Like I said, I feel like MineColonies opens up, like, so much stuff to, like, to do. Let's see if we come up with maybe too far. Although we'll have to have the road run down this road too, so... Yeah, we'll have to meet this one back, too. I think we might be out of asphalt too right after this. Let me see, because I think we're going to do 2 on either side. Let's see, we probably don't need to make this too big. That's probably big enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's way more than big enough. Okay. And we're out of asphalt, too. You'll have to see, because we're gonna end up putting the apiary down here. But again, we're actually kind of running low on space over here. We could probably fit it in, like, right here. I do want to have, like, eventually, like, a road going up this way. We'll probably move that careers hut, and maybe we'll have one just, like, on the back end of the beach here. Like, we'll have our sidewalk kind of coming down here, because we'll fill this in, but also we're going to move this back, and then that way we can connect the bridge up and have it come down, like, up this way. And then just kind of have it next to the beach right here. The beautiful view of the wall. There, but then we'll have it run up this way, and then probably run up this way too. I'll do some maneuvers over here because again it's a little bit tight on space. Actually, that reminds me, we should, while we're over here, take down some of these trees that are kind of like a pain, like obstacles. Take those. Yeah, mansions are fun to clear. Honestly, I've never done one. I've seen it done before. You know, I myself haven't done it, though, because I haven't really found... Like, I think I found one once, like, in my 117 world. I found one, but then, like, I never... You know, I never got around to, like, going and clearing it out in that. But I figure, like, it could be fun to do here. Because I think there's some decent loot, but it would just be kind of cool to, like, just go through and do. I think the pillager one would be good. I think another cool one to do, too, would be, like... Well, we kind of killed off that village over there, unfortunately, but to like start a raid and defend a village so we can get that, like, you know, hero of the village message. I think that might be kind of cool to do. As well, defend against, you know, the raids of pillagers and illagers and the like. And let's see, I think this is the other... Awesome. Let's get these down too. Okay, good. So this opens up this area. Good. I think it's good enough down here for now. Grab those. Alright, we'll go drop some stuff off. Let's see if they dropped anything off. Too. But I think looking pretty good. I'm happy with the progress we made on the roads going down the other way. Up in the car. Oh, I forgot to check on Emmy. So we'll probably pick up with the with both these builds like tomorrow as well, and then we'll move on to the next one. That's kind of why I've changed to like the weekly schedule, because I felt bad that like I feel like I was changing the schedule like every day. I was changing it because like these things take a little bit longer, unfortunately, to do. Oh, is she good now? Okay, well she should be able to get the lanterns. So okay, she's almost done. And let's see what his issue is. Did I really not teach? Oh, really? Oh, my bad. Okay. Let's just run down quickly. Stone brick wall. Let's see, I think I taught stone bricks. Let me just... make sure... Stone brick wall. There we go. Okay. Oh, how much dirt? It reminds me too. Leave the car running for a second. I was going to fill this in over here. Back down. Let's see if we have enough dirt. We get some extra cobblestone too, since cobblestone's kind of at a premium right now. I wish that Minecraft had a way to do like an auto farm for cobblestone. Like we have like the generator for it, but you know, we have to do it by hand. It'd be nice if we could automate that a little bit, just because like we're going to need cobblestone. I mean, I don't know if the create mod has some kind of thing for that. If there was, I'd probably be interested in doing that sooner rather than later, because that would be very useful here. I mean, we've been okay. We haven't run out. Like we ran out of cobblestone at one point, but we've been like getting some more recently. Okay, so 14 dirt left that we have on us right now. All right, 7 more. 2, 3, 4. Let's see, I probably should have did this before I threw the other dirt. Okay, good. Because this is also going to be part of the tree farm right over here. Back up. Okay. Let me see, I'm sure they probably took everything by now. Yep. Alright, let me throw these into there. torches, extra sticks. Okay. Did they drop anything off yet? No, and actually I can add asphalt. We'll do 200. That'll probably take a little. This will take a little bit of time to build this order. Ask Etho. You could do it in create. You could do it in create. Oh, that'd be okay. Oh, good. I'm finished. I'm gonna have to take a look into that because that's something. If we can do some sort of like auto farm for it, I'll look up on. I'm gonna look up. So I'll look up like Etho and I'll look this up to see. Because that would be great. We'll check and see how much cobblestone we have, but I know we're running kind of low. Awesome. We got a little bit longer to go down that way, but overshot it. All right, let's do the same thing here. You might have to smelt stuff manually, but what are you gonna do? All right, hopefully he's gonna get what he needs there. I'm sure I can see how much cobblestone we have. Oh. I can grab some dirt while we're over there and finish filling that area in too. .4 dirt, so the dirt's been going up. They've been producing a bunch of it. Yeah, so 3K, so it's kind of stayed around. It's kind of stayed around there. 3K. It's fluctuated between like 3 and 3.2, I've noticed. Which is good, because that means our miners are following instructions on the digging at a higher level so we can get more cobblestone. Let's find... This is... Let me grab 2. I think that'd be enough. Right over here. Dig these up. We'll get some coal, some free XP. There we go. OCD and overdrive building 2 blocks over too far. Was it something I did? Was it something too much, or did you? I know that feeling though, of like the OCD on this. Like honestly, if you watched our last live stream, like I think my OCD was like extremely apparent about like placing these ones down, because like I was dragging my feet because I wasn't sure about it, because I'm trying to like make sure that we're maximizing. I'll take the... Oh, never a good idea to do that. Wow, this is a deep hole. I mean, look at this. This is crazy. It's a deep one. To fill this in. Ow. Okay. That's 2. We need to read some documents. We really went down. We went down pretty far there. Okay, we got a lot of... Wow, almost got a stack of coal out of that. That was a deep vein. If you find your... if I find my guard sleeping in the field, I flog him or dead. Or deduct from his wages. It maybe deduction the first... Or no, flogging maybe just to set an example. The first time. To make sure that there's no more disobedience. I kind of laughed at the beginning. It just made me think of this. I remember when we put the town hall, or like when we put the original, like one of the original guard towers by the town hall. I thought that felt very, very, like if you were to play like any of the Tropico games, you know what I mean? Like kind of like that, where it's just like, you know, you're building up the security around the palace type thing. Stack. Yeah, there. In your world. Okay, good. I was just like, I'm like, my OCD was about to go off. I'm like, did I miss something? That's why now, like, this is one of the things, like, again, like in a new colony, in that, like, I would definitely have this planned out better. Like, I tried to, like, picture it about where we were putting things, but, like, obviously it's a little bit more difficult, like, in picturing than it is, like, in actually doing. So I would probably start marking off, like, some of the areas where we would have roads coming through and try to assign it to, like, a grid-like pattern. There. Oh, it's a song. I started hearing, like, lasers or something shooting. I'm like, is there something... is there something going on? Okay, good. We'll park here. We can actually donate the rest of the dirt back. There, and the cobblestone along with it. Let me grab... Let's see, hopefully we'll have enough deep slate. The wall. Alright, let's just grab that. I'm gonna try to finish this up right now. Let's kind of put the wall up around there. This will be coming out this backside. We're probably... My idea for this area... So we have, like, the walkway coming up this way, right here, that connects over here. My idea is to have, like, a staircase or two coming down this way. Maybe just one, like, a wider staircase coming down from the upper area down to here, because, again, this is, like, a heavily traveled route. I guess, theoretically, we could put a road in up here, going up that way. I'm not sure. Let's see, we want to do it right here. Ooh, stonemason just successfully improved the recipe for stone bricks by reducing the need for stone. That's good. It's actually a pretty significant upgrade. They're fairly close. There, because obviously we're going to be filling on the sidewalk here. And that, but let me see what samples does he have. Oak. One more oak. Oak. Go ahead and place some of these in. Let's see, can I fit? Right here, maybe. Again, not a scientific method, but kind of counting. Actually, maybe I should put some more. Did they have spruce? Dark oak and birch. Let's just keep what's due. We have enough spruce wood anyways. Okay, so we'll just fill these in for now. And we're going to raise. Okay, so we'll just do that for now. See how these grow. Yeah, probably should have kept that dirt to stack up on. Okay, good. Just throw these back in here. Good, so this area is kind of... We'll probably have the wall, like we'll adjust the wall over coming up this way too, but we'll put some more stone or some more bricks going up this way, and then we're going to extend these staircases down. And that the other big thing I want to do is I hate the look of these giant like dirt walls like this. Like I think I brought this up before, but I think what we're going to do is we're going to use some deep slate, cobbled deep slate, and we're going to do like the double cross, like the lattice on them, and then like we'll kind of mix it up, but that way it's like, you know, we kind of have like stone, and then like it looks like it's being held up by like the planks and everything, and then maybe we'll do like around the edges we'll do like spruce wood going up like all the way up this way. It's like it looks like a support or something there, and I think we'll do that in the back. So that's what we'll kind of do, so we don't have like these giant dirt walls coming up that way, because it'll look, I think it'll look a little bit better that way. Yeah. Oh, good. Goes right through the tree. Okay. Oh, sorry, Emmy. Let's take a look and see. So tomorrow, on tomorrow's stream, we will be... So let's see, we'll keep working on these. I'm going to try not to do so much on off stream. So I'll probably leave it. If anything, I'll do a little bit at the XP farm. But other than that, like, you know, we'll keep going with it. Like I said, we're going to try to see how this works with the weekly schedule. Like, I'll list out the days we're going to stream, but then just kind of leave it so it's like we accomplish things when we're able, and then that way we could just keep working on them and setting goals, because again, these take like a little bit longer to do, so we'll probably need some time tomorrow to get these like all like finished up. She's still taking that down, and he's still got a little ways to go here and gathering some things. But yeah, I think we're going to leave it here for tonight. Thank you everyone so much for coming in, for humoring me on my thing on the, you know, talking about the channel and growth and all that kind of stuff. I appreciate everyone's kind of patience with that. It was something I was thinking about the last couple days. So, you know, always feel free to DM me on the Discord if you have like ideas or something there. Stay out of mind. Thank you so much for all the ideas too. I think they're all very good ones there too. And that's something to think about there. But yeah, if you did enjoy the stream, I hope you did enjoy it. I think we covered a lot of ground. Obviously the upgrades were a little bit slower today, but we had the bad weather and that, but we moved some wool over. We'll have to fix the wool farm. We'll be looking to do that coming up soon. We'll have to get a couple sheep and some dye and get them in there and get them going again. Maybe clear that out a little bit more, and then we'll keep doing the upgrades in the colony here, and then hopefully we should be able to get some of the stone brick or the brick slabs and the asphalt so we can keep going with the road. I think like we should continue on with the road so that way we can get the roads in place, and then from there we can, you know, start looking to do a subway system around the colony as well there. So that's something we'll be looking to do coming up too. But if you did enjoy the stream, please consider dropping a like on it. It really does help out again with like the YouTube algorithm, so more people can find our community here. And if you're not subscribed or following to the channel, please consider subscribing or following. It's free, doesn't cost anything, and again, another excellent way to support our community here as well. And as I've been plugging a few times, we do have a Discord that's open to everyone there. So I post a schedule on there. We have a Q&A section. I have a list of mods, like all that stuff there. You can always post pictures of your own colonies. I love seeing it, or locations that you're building in, and that I always love seeing that too. But otherwise, we'll be back tomorrow evening on Monday with another live stream there. We're going to continue on with our projects there, so we'll keep trying to upgrade the 2 smelters, and then we'll move on to the next thing. We'll keep working through the roads, and then maybe move some stuff over again from our wool farm. We'll take a look, but until then, my name is Nerd Builder. I hope everyone has a great rest of your weekend, and we'll see you tomorrow on Monday. Take care. Bye for now. And also, good night, Ben. Good night, John. Great as always to see both of you. I hope you have a great rest of your evening, too.